Hi, Neil. Thank you for having me. We're Sanctum, and we're building the infinite LST future. Okay, so we've been building liquid staking since a long time ago. We've helped to write the OG stake pool program, which altogether secures over $1 billion in TVL. We used to be Socian and then unstake it, now we're Sanctum. So let me take a step back. Let me tell you guys what actually is a liquid staking token, right? So Solana is a proof of stake network, right? And there's always this fundamental dilemma between staking and securing the network or using your soul in NFT marketplaces and perps and so on, right? And so the promise of LSTs is that, oh, that seems a bit wonky, but the promise of LSTs is that you can do both, right? And so, but after 2.5 years, since we're building since 2021, LSTs still make up like 5% of the entire SOL. And so if LSTs are so good, what's the catch, right? And the reason is because LSTs need liquidity. You need a pool of SOL, right, to maintain the peg for the LSTs. And so before we came, this liquidity was very fragmented, very separate, right? And things like this happen. When you're going for B-SOL to SOL, trying to do an instant unstake, you lose almost over 80% of your funds. And so, these kind of things called DPEGs, they happen very often. And so what we did at Sanctum is we unified all of this liquidity. And so we're going from an 80% price impact here to less than 2% of a price impact. So that's what we did. And since then, we've done $500 million in trading volume, and we've dispensed over $2 million of SOL. So, we've unified this liquidity. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is this infinite LST future. What does that mean, right? So we allow anybody to issue their own LST, right, which accrues staking rewards. And you'll see that it's much more than DeFi that we can allow. So here's one, validator LSTs, right? So validators right now are beholden to the foundation as well as large stake pools. They're very commoditized. We allow them to launch their own LSTs so that they can differentiate themselves and build more sticky users. Community LSTs, we worked with Bonk to come up with this thing called Bonk Soul, right? And this allows the Bonk community to give out Bonk tokens to people who hold this token, to hold Bonk Soul. And this also helps to unlock a new demographic of people who wouldn't normally stake. Protocols are working, like Drift and Jupiter are working with us. They want to launch their own LSTs so that they can get users' transactions landing quickly on a congested chain, as well as, of course, earn more revenues from the stake SOL. Subscription LSTs. So this is one that's quite interesting. The idea is that you can hold an LST and the staking returns are going to these protocols, which are then can be, you can then redeem them for coffee or mobile plans or what have you. So we're working with Repulsor to do this as well. One last thing. So one massive problem with NFTs right now is that you have this issue when you mint the NFT and you have a lot of SOL in there and you have no responsibility, you have no idea where that SOL goes, right? And so rugs can happen a lot. And so we're working with this project to help to solve the problem of NFT rugs once and for all with LSTs as well. Right. So at Sanctum, the first part, as I said, we've democratized access to all of this liquidity. So we've allowed everyone to set up their own LST, which finally gives us this holy grail. And I'll end off with this, right? Here's our mission. We want to have millions of LST